I would classify ICE as a necessary evil. If like, cause like you said, you can't go to any country and just be there. You know what I'm saying? If I went to Canada tomorrow and bought a house and a car and all that stuff, and I didn't check in, when they catch up to me, they send me back, and it don't matter where they catch me at. They catch me at a Toronto Raptors game.
Yeah.
They catch me at Drake's house.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You going back.
Yeah.
You know. Yo, it's a show you didn't know you needed, the
Just Looking Out podcast.
Yes, man. I'm Sean T.
Saint D.
D2 Nice.
We getting straight to it today, man. We are going to discuss the United States Immigration and Custom Enforcement, aka ICE. We are going to discuss. I really want to know y'all's feeling on it, on the group, what they do, some of their actions, things like that. Just a little background on ICE. ICE was founded in March 2003 by the United States. Basically, a quick Google search will let you know that the agency enforces immigration laws and conducts investigations into undocumented immigration. It also plays a role in removing undocumented immigrants from the U.S. ICE was formed as part of Homeland Security Act of 2002 as a response from the terror attacks from September 11th, 2001. So that's just a little background on ICE. What are y'all personal feelings on ICE, man? Everybody got a job to do. How do you feel about the job they do? Who want to start?
I'm going to say this. Like you said yourself, they all got a job to do. Particularly, for my nationality, a lot of people feel indifferently about ICE because they feel like, if they've been in a country for a certain amount of years, they feel like, this is their home. And for somebody to take that away from them, it's an emotional thing. It's something that, a lot of people, that are already citizens here, they're like, well, if you're not legal here, why stay here? But the way a lot of Asian people feel about it, and a lot of people that are different nationalities, born in different places, they feel like you're taking away their home. So I feel like it's pretty emotional. It's pretty emotional for what's happening right now, due to like all the situations. Sometimes I feel like if it's kind of just like the police. If you antagonize the police, you're gonna get what you deserve. But in some situations, for the shootings that are happening and all the things that are happening, I feel like some situations they're doing a bit too much.
Agreed.
And
Agreed.
that
for
needs
sure.
that needs to be handled before it gets even worse.
Yeah.
That's
I
how I
agree.
feel.
I feel that. I'm kind of in the middle between it, cause in a way I understand, because I mean, there's pretty much no country I can go to right now and just start living over there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They're gonna get me up out of there, and within 30 whatever how many days you got, once your visa is fired, they're coming to look for you.
Yeah.
But I understand that, okay, you do want to go to a place, to another country, and have a better lifestyle living and everything like that. I agree. But to me, it's kind of hard, because it's like, all right, let's put it like this. If I was a government, I wouldn't allow anybody to come over here at all until you do the process, the paperwork over in your country.
Yeah.
And then from there, I will go ahead and be like, all right, we'll give you a couple of interviews and stuff like that. And then from there, we'll have you come over. But just to let you just come over, from however you came over, from just people just letting you over and stuff, then nah, that I wouldn't allow that myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of on par with you. It's a 50-50 thing, because I would classify ICE as a necessary evil. If because like you said, you can't go to any country and just be there. You know what I'm saying? If I went to Canada tomorrow and bought a house and a car and all that stuff, and I didn't check in, when they catch up to me, they send me back. And it don't matter where they catch me at. They catch me at a Toronto Raptors game.
Yeah.
They catch me at Drake's house.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You're going back.
Yeah.
And ICE is everywhere. It's maybe not called ICE other places, but every country has some form of an ICE.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think the main problem with ICE right now is a lot of people, like you said, they just don't like how they're going about doing their job.
Yeah.
And not every ICE agent is bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just like cops. Not all cops are bad, but it's unfortunate that the bad ones ruin it for everybody. You know? So there's a lot of unfortunate incidents that you hear about people being detained by ICE that really hurts the brand. Because if it was one of those things where they were just strictly going and getting people who were illegals and moving them back to their country with no issue, then we probably wouldn't be talking about it the way we are.
That's true.
But like I said, in the end of the day, if you come over to a country and you had to pack yourself in the back of a truck with like 40, 50 other people, and when that truck open, y'all got to scatter all over the place.
Yeah.
You know the game you're playing, or at least you should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should know that at any given point of time, somebody could be knocking on your door to get you up out of there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we just have to keep in mind. I think a lot of people, when it comes to ICE, once again, because of the incidents that have happened that were not necessary, including death, and I've heard people being put in cages and all types of stuff, because of those incidents, it has everybody looking at it from an emotional standpoint rather than looking at it for what it should be, which is just a way of keeping things, I guess, legal. I don't want to say the way they should be because, like I said, I mean, this land was stolen to begin with, so so I don't want to say how it should be, but I mean, there is laws, and those laws do have to be followed.
Some people might argue about you with that. About it wasn't stolen, that they actually won it through war or they bought some of it. So I didn't heard different rhetorics on that.
If you don't live on the West Coast, it was stolen.
Hey, listen.
If your country wasn't part of what is the Louisiana Purchase,
yes,
it was stolen. So with that said, argue all you want. Argue with your mama.
Yeah.
So but I mean, I don't know. It is what it is for me. Like I said, it's unfortunate. I personally would never call ICE on nobody. Because that ain't my business.
Yeah.
Especially for my people that's in here just trying to make a better living for their family. Some of them doing the jobs that we don't even want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking up the landscapers, bro, and stuff like that. They all,
So, question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, let's say Trump throw it out. He's like, in my next 2 years, I'm trying to ramp it up a little bit. I'm giving 75,000 sign-on bonus, 200K a year.
I know where you going with this.
Just to get all the people that is illegal.
Just to join ICE.
Just to join ICE and round up who you need to. He said 75K bonus and 200K a year. Would you do it?
The thing about that is, as I stated earlier, there's good and bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are people who work for ICE that are just doing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody who works for ICE is trying to throw them people in cages and beat them up and sexually assault them. There are people who are just trying to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because... I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to talk too much. Go ahead.
ICE agents, they make like $30 an hour already. So that's like $1,200 a week.
They're making. I guess they're making pretty fair. Like they're making at least probably six figures. I think.
I seen a video of a dude say he was making $200K.
I mean, he might be a lieutenant or something.
Yeah. So speaking to your question, I mean, if you were to ramp it up, it would just make them out there a lot more to the point where it would almost become like martial law. To that point. It'll just be like, hey, you want to apply for ICE? Go ahead, you can make this easy money right here. So a lot of people would do it. Now, for my integrity in my nationality, I probably wouldn't. Because it just put a lot of my people against me. And I don't want that. Because my people, they...
well, what about it? What if you're not going after any of your people? Let's say you're going after maybe Hispanics or Asians. Would you consider it then?
to go after this.
If you
I,
ain't
Dang, it's just
I
that
still wouldn't
I
do it.
still wouldn't do it.
it.
Okay.
I mean, like,
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just that like the amount of money you threw out there is a crazy amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Somebody be like $75,000 signing bonus.
Because
Yeah.
it goes
You know what
back
I'm
to
saying?
like
Yeah.
you're taking them away from not only this country, you might be taking them away from their kids that were born here, that already have a school, that already have a college that they set their eyes on, and then what you're taking away their parents, their dad, their mom, or grandfather. It's like they're gonna lose time. Not only they're not gonna only lose their opportunity to be in this country, they're gonna lose their time to be with their kids. And now they're gonna be in a whole different country, separated from their family.
That's
so
a
it's
fact.
like when you're doing that to different nationalities, yes, you have to do your job, but if you are a person that has a heart, you're kind of like, dang, bro, do I really want to do this? But then at the same time, for all the ICE agents, they are doing their jobs. It's not that.
And it goes back. It goes back based off what you're saying. It goes back to what I was just saying earlier, of the fact that, like I said, if you had to get over here on a boat, hidden, you know what I'm saying? It's about 60 y'all in the back of a truck. You know the game you're playing. You know what I'm saying? You should know the rules. You know the rewards. You know the consequences. You know the rewards, and if you feel like the reward warrants the consequences, then you go for it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, there are people in Mexico who don't make that much money. You know what I'm saying? And so they might come here, and every dime they make here, they're sending back to take care of their family in Mexico. They don't have no ill intent. You know, they're not here to commit no crimes or anything like that. They literally just here to support their family because in their country where they from, you know, they not making that much money. But you come here in America and make $20 an hour or something like that. And you send your family back $500 a week or something like that, which probably equates to what, like $1,000 or something like that in somewhere like Mexico.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's a game, man, and there's rules, consequences, and rewards. So I definitely feel like in some cases you can't really look at it as you feel bad, because to me those people also know what they're up against. You know what I'm saying? Like or at least you should.
Yeah.
But I'm with you with it. I don't think I could do it, man.
Yeah.
I got too big of a heart, man. I'll be signaling people, hey man, back gate real fast.
Yeah. I think that's how it be. If I had to work for ICE, I'd be like, hey man, get your stuff together. You know, you got like 10, 12 days, and then I'll come back. You got everything situated, then you're good.
That's a fact,
I'll be because like I had a situation, you know, at I said job, and there was a lot of them that didn't have workers permit, and unfortunately they had to get not sent back, but they just were out of job for like weeks. And that's the situation that a lot of people are in. Like, they have to do their job. Police was right there. They calling me. One of the my coworkers, or older coworkers, calling me. Hey, yeah, they almost took me away from the job, like arrested me. And I'm like, dang, bro, this is like more realistic.
Yeah.
And it hits home to me more. Like, a lot of people in this situation, especially in this year, are most likely going to lose a lot of jobs, a lot of income.
Yeah.
And they either going to have to get money under the counter or figure out some type of way to live in this country. Because they not only just taking people away and sending them back, they're taking people's jobs away. And they're just like, hey, you can't work. You can't make no income. And imagine a life with no income. We all know how that feels. It's tragic.
So question. So you think when something like that happens where they take away one of the parents, let's say they take away the father or something, he was working construction. Families here and everything like that, do you think it's better for the family just to go back home with him? Or do you think it's better for them to stay and just wait till he gets there? Because
in that situation, because I've seen it, you know, in his home more, I think a lot of people, what they do is like, hey, if you can stay, if the kids can stay here and the mom can stay here, they just rather stay here, depending on the situation in their said country. Like you look at a country at Haiti. A lot of people don't want to go back to Haiti because of what's going on. They
Yeah.
chopping people's heads off.
Yeah, I understand
Let's
that.
be realistic.
I understand.
And
So-
then some of them kids don't even know Haiti. You know what I'm saying?
don't,
So yeah,
bro.
just to send them
Send them
somewhere
back
where they
over
don't
there.
never even been and stuff like that is kind of is crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree with you on that one.
So I think in that situation, they would want to stay here for their education, number one, and for a better life. Because if they were to get sent back over there, they probably wouldn't have nothing.
Mhm.
Now, if you talking about somebody that lives in the Bahamas per se, they may be able to find some jobs out there, but the economy out there is not the best. A lot of things are expensive over there.
That's
Just
a
like
fact.
how it would be in Mexico.
Yeah.
There's jobs out there, but it's not going to be something that's
Okay.
going to be.
Well,
Real fast, for you
Go
asking
ahead.
that
Go ahead.
question, real fast. A lot of cases now they're not even giving them no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not even giving even if the children was born. I know back in the day, if you was born in on American soil, even if your parents was foreigners, like you're an American, and in a
Yeah.
lot of cases that would get them to be able to stay.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people used to try to get here so their child could be born on American soil. And now, like, I'm good for life because my kid is here. But they not even giving them that choice. They taking the whole family got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I mean, there's cases of people whose parents weren't born here and you were, and they might just send you without your parents. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So that choice just seemed like it's actually even been taken away. You know, people just being shipped off just because their
Yeah.
parents was undocumented and stuff like that. I had a question real
Yeah.
fast. That's cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
Why do y'all think? Like I said, ICE been around since 2003, according to Google.
Okay.
Why y'all think it's such a big deal now? You know what I'm saying? Like we just started hearing about ICE in the 2020s.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, around
Yeah.
I got a reason, but I want to know what y'all think. Maybe it's just coming up now. All of a
Well,
sudden.
I mean, I think it's obvious. I mean, look at who our president is.
Bingo.
I mean, our president, and I don't want to get too political, but then at the same time, let's be realistic.
No, talk
he's,
that talk.
He's not for the people, our people, meaning majority and minorities. He's not for Mexicans, Venezuelans, Haitians. He's against them. He's pretty much against them. He doesn't want to see them prosper or make a better life for themselves. He doesn't like that for some reason. He'd rather give a better life, even more better life to people that are wealthy, that already have a set income,
But
are
has a
already
foreign wife
established.
though.
But if you foreign, it's like for some reason it bothers him. It's like almost to the point where it's a racism against that type of ethnic group. So that's my reasoning. I don't know about y'all.
I know that was my reasoning too. I 100% agree. I think it's Trump. My only thing is, like you, I think he really don't care.
Yeah.
But I think he just really don't care. I honestly think everything he does is kind of just smoke and mirrors. It's kind of just to feed the people,
Yeah.
to make it seem like he's doing something, you
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
And it's easy to hire a bunch of people and say, hey, go after immigrants, undocumented people, make sure the news is around, so
Yeah.
they know what's going on. So
Yeah.
this is like easy kudo points for Trump for his supporters,
Yeah.
and he don't even have to really do nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's established now. I'm pretty sure somebody else is running it. You know what I'm saying? And he gets the credit.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's kudos points for me for him.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I mean I feel the same way. I believe like the way it's put out there now is Trump is, it's just something to add towards his his legacy for his his presidency.
Pregnancy. He do look a little fat.
But yeah, I think it's just like, another notch on his belt to kind of boost out there that, when he gets out that, at the end of my term, I captured 30-something million illegals or something like that.
Yeah.
That's something he can be like, just say, he proud of, and then his many other accomplishments that he's going to, brag about. So it's kind of, Trump is trying to, basically put himself in that history book to where, no other president has did this.
Right.
Because I don't think any other president has actually won and then lost and then won again, though.
Nah,
I
never.
think that's
Never.
the first.
Never.
Yeah, for him to actually do that.
That's wild.
And then now come back stronger. Now you already know he's trying to like, all right, I'm about to show y'all. So I think that's why.
Even when Trump wasn't president, he was still president.
That's the crazy thing about it.
During Joe Biden's 4 years, Trump was still our president, bro. Because Trump very much still had the people by his side, bro. They were still wearing the hats.
Yeah.
He was still doing the rallies with thousands of people.
He was on the rally.
Still talking trash about Biden.
All of that, bro.
Yeah.
Trump, even when Trump wasn't president, he was still president, bro. And honestly, when this 4 years is up, Trump might still be president.
Bro, he's going to have the country on a chokehold. And it's like right now, he pretty much has control over everything.
Yeah.
Like, I know we haven't gotten into that topic yet. Nicki Minaj. Like, he has full support of Nicki Minaj. Would you say Trump, like, question for y'all, what do you think Trump would have this much supporters in the celebrity world now than back then? Because back then, I didn't really see a lot of people supporting him like that.
You talking about before he was president?
Before
Before he was president, people loved Trump. If we just being honest with you, before he was president, he was in Home Alone 2. You know, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? Before he was president, you could probably find 100 rap songs where somebody rapped about wanting to be like Trump. You could probably find 100 pictures of him out there with celebrities. There's still celebrities now that support him because they remember him before he was president. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm not wrong, but I think it was like Mike Tyson or somebody who like openly came out and said, bro, like he partied with Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people partied with Trump. So yeah, I think he's kind of always had that little bit of celebrity support because he's a celebrity himself. You know what I'm saying? He had a successful TV show. That TV show was on for like 7 seasons.
It's still going on. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I think it really was until Trump ran for president he started, saying certain things and stuff like that that kind of turned people off. So yeah, I definitely understand the celebrity support because he's always had it. I think it's more so of like the newer celebrities who speak out against him. The people who just found fame probably within his term or within the last couple of years. Those are the ones speaking out against him, but. People who've been celebrities since the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, you rarely ever hear them say anything about Trump because they probably got a picture with him somewhere
I'm sure they
in
do.
the Trump Hotel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. But like, as far as with Nicki Minaj, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
So she got her immigration from her. I didn't even know she was an immigrant, bro. I thought she was born in Queens. I knew she was Trinidadian.
Nope.
But I thought she was born in Southside, Jamaica, Queens. I didn't even know she was an immigrant. But so she did get her paperwork, stuff like that. People also saying she probably got her husband's record expunged.
I don't know about that.
Listen, as long as you don't do it, but don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Nikki, I'm gonna get him expunged, but listen, don't talk about it. We don't need you bragging about this. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, bro? But she definitely has come out as a proud supporter of Trump.
What's some of the tweets she was saying? Y'all were telling me about these tweets. I didn't
I think she was
she
just trying
tweeted.
to expose a lot of the things in the industry, like a lot of the rumors that Jay-Z was in.
Jay-Z is her main target right now, yes.
Was involved with a lot of the children, like bringing in children, raping children, doing all these things. Allegedly.
We don't. She posted some pictures. She posted pictures of him with Beyonce that had like a various age gap, and then she posted a picture with him and Aaliyah that also had like a very like. He was 26, she was like 15, even though it was obviously that was a picture of grown up Aaliyah. Like it didn't.
Supposedly, I heard he fled the country too. He ain't even in the United States right now because of all the Epstein files against him.
Yeah, with Jay-Z move on the low, so you wouldn't even know, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know. But yeah. So she basically put out some tweets. Like I said, but a lot of them were aimed at Jay-Z. But she was also, some of them were aimed at the Democrats. She was saying that Democrats are demonic. She was saying that the industry takes children from other countries and sacrifices them. And, she's ready to expose all of that and expose things that have happened to her in the industry. and stuff like that.
Yeah, she ain't putting on her album
Yeah.
until they negotiate, her contract and everything. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that's kind of like coming up to the surface. Now that she got her citizenship, I think she wants to, speak up on. All right, this is the reason why I'm acting like this.
That's a fact.
Because lately, Nicki Minaj been tweeting some weird stuff,
Some
bro.
crazy
like,
stuff, bro.
It's been more stuff like that she's been talking about, and it's just been rubbing off the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's trying to isolate herself from the music industry, and that's what I'm thinking that she's doing.
So, Dan, let me ask you a question for you. So why do you think that when like people come from other countries and stuff, and they live here and they get their citizenship,
Yeah.
that when they finally get their citizenship, they start voting against their own people to come over here?
That's a tough question.
I know why.
I think a lot of even people in my nationality, Haitian, a lot of Haitians. I've always asked my my family members like, yo, yeah, like why a lot of Haitians support Trump? Why? What's going on? What's the big? And basically, they feel like, well, if we support somebody that has all this money and can create businesses for a lot of people, why not support him? Even though he's against our people, we might as well just join him so we won't have that fear. He won't come after us. Perfect example. Kodak Black, Haitian descent. He got pardoned.
Yeah.
Why do you think he got
loved
pardoned?
Trump.
He supported Trump
That's
from
true.
the day he got pardoned. Trump is his dog.
That's what you're saying.
And it's like, yo, he looked at that situation. He was like, you know what? If all my people gonna be against him, you might as well support him. He posted an IG video not too long ago. He was like, yo, I know a lot of people mad at me that I supported Trump and whatnot, but then at the end of the day, he's gonna do a lot of things for the Haitian people. He can change the country. He can do all these things. It's kind of like what you said, or what Sean said. Trump, what he does, he pleases the people that you don't think will support him, and he flips it around to where you have no choice but to support him. Like he'll throw in a stimulus check.
Yeah.
A lot of the Haitian people will probably be like, I'm gonna take that stimulus check and go open a restaurant or just do some small business along with it. Or, a lot of people that are citizens now or can live in this country, they're gonna support him so they don't get sent back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This the fear. It's like, man, I gotta support this dictator because, like, man, he's telling us this. He's gonna help us do this. So I have to believe it. I have to feel like I have to convert to a Republican.
Yeah.
Because
Like you don't want to stick out.
you don't want to stick out.
Yeah. Like you don't want to be the only Haitian people in
Yeah.
your neighborhood surrounded by your white neighbors.
Yeah. So you kind of like, I think what Haitians have been accustomed to do in this country is kind of to blend into their environment and kind of become business owners, celebrities, and whatnot. And you see them across the board and everything now. But it's only I feel like a lot of them support Trump because they want to be in that limelight. Okay, I want to be surrounded with somebody like that has his power, that can kind of protect me if something happens.
That makes sense.
So they just want to be protected.
I feel what you're saying.
Good
I
answer.
feel what you're saying.
Good answer. I got another question.
Yeah.
I got to bring it back to the celebrities real fast.
Yeah.
So, okay, why do you think, like, when somebody like Nicki Minaj says the stuff she's saying, people are kind of really just brushing it off, you know what I'm saying? Like, for her to tweet and tell people that they're taking children from other countries, which this really could be happening, and sacrificing them and stuff like that, but we're just, like, looking at it as, oh, this is Nicki Minaj being crazy. And then we could go back to, like, Kanye, some of his tweets, and, you know, like I said in an earlier show, he's like telling us stuff that billionaires are doing behind the scenes, and we're looking at him crazy like we know. You know what I'm saying? Rather than looking at it from a standpoint of this is actually somebody who stood in the room with billionaires. Maybe he does know.
Yeah.
So do you think it's just because of the people it's coming from? Like, perfect example. let's say Denzel Washington came out and said, "Hey, you know the industry is taking children from other countries and sacrificing them and stuff like that with devil worship and stuff." You think that we would take that more serious coming from Denzel? You know, or that's just an example, or just somebody else who we feel like is a trusted person. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
somebody
what you're
else
saying.
who just
Well,
got a lot of respect in.
I don't know if y'all remember. You remember when Ryan Garcia was tweeting all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Similar stuff, talking about they've been sacrificing kids, they've been doing all that stuff. Everybody thought he was crazy. Then what happened? He went in an interview talking about, oh, you know, I was just playing around. It was
Man.
all a joke.
That's what I'm saying.
He
It's
kinda
always the
threw
people it comes from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he threw it under the rug. As soon as he got that money, as soon as he started boxing again, he threw it under the rug. He went back to being normal. Now you never know what we gonna get from Ryan. So it's kind of like Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj been around those people, been partying with Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, all these people. So now when she tweets this stuff, people are looking at her like what? Why are you talking about this now? You could have been talking about this in the Lil Wayne era.
Yeah,
But now you want to
when
bring
the
it
fun
into
is
the
over.
yeah, you want to
Yeah.
bring it into the light now that you got your citizenship. What's going on? What's the real story behind you bringing this out? Is it because you're not getting your contract?
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the real reason? Because
Yeah.
people know there's dark secrets in the music industry. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
it's
in
not a
every
secret
industry.
no more.
Every industry, movie industry, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
companies do it. A lot of people, we don't know what they're really doing behind closed doors with their money.
Mm-hmm.
So
They say nobody reaches $1 billion without stepping on the backs of other
yeah,
people.
so you never know. Maybe Nicki Minaj has a lot of secrets behind her closet. A lot of things that she has been dealing with in the music industry. So I remember, when she came out, a lot of people were saying she was getting smashed on,
That's
like
true.
tossed around.
That's true. They did say that.
So, maybe all of those flashbacks are like, man, they did all this to me. I got to speak up now
Mm-hmm.
about the abuse, about, rappers dating younger, artists. She has to bring them to the light.
I feel you on that. I feel you. Okay.
I also think it's like an out of sight, out of mind thing again for the people. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. A lot of people want to live in ignorance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A lot of people don't want to know they being screwed over, play mind games. But one of her tweets, she said they have a way of hypnotizing people that people don't know about.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
and
sure.
listen, bro.
I'm pretty sure.
There is a reason why every time Baby Shark comes on, kids go crazy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? There is a reason why every time Fantasia, When I See You comes on, black men go crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was saying this, and I was saying it before, but I was saying it as a joke when it came to the Fantasia song. Like, why does that song come on? I just get a feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't. Like, what is the
Fantasia.
words in that
I
song
mean-
that got me feeling some type of way? You know what I'm saying?
To
Yeah.
be real, man,
Yeah.
I think the media and everything that we are witnessing now, like TikTok, everything, they have some way of hypnotizing us to get drawn into it,
Mm-hmm.
and to the point where, man, I gotta get into this. I gotta, go into this viral TikTok. I gotta go and do this dance. I gotta do that. It's something that's attracting us to the media. That's almost like manipulation now. So it's like for the music industry, they definitely have something that they are drawing the younger generation into and making them make poor decisions. And now, you never know. Maybe the labels had control over all these artists doing these crazy stuff, bringing
Yeah.
in children,
Mm-hmm.
manipulating them to
Yeah.
bad contracts. And then a
knows?
lot of these artists, they were trying to run away from their old contracts and just be independent. That's
Yeah.
like the best thing to do. Just be an independent artist now.
So, question about on Ice. Do
Yeah.
y'all feel like what they're doing, their tactics is,
Manipulation?
is it not like as far as do you feel okay with how they're going about catching people? Do you feel like them stopping and
The thing is, you can't just knock on everybody's door with a smile and is such and such home. Unfortunately, some situations do require you to get a little tactical. You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
situations do require you to sneak up on people because most people ain't going willingly. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, if I got an opportunity to run out the back door,
Yeah.
I'm running out the back door.
That's sure. That's true.
Especially if you take in an account that a lot of these ice dudes ain't like trained. You know what I'm
They ain't
saying?
trained
Some of
to
these
do
dudes is
that,
out of
yeah.
shape. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The
Yeah.
fat ice dude run into my house, bro, and I see I could take off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off.
Facts.
So that might require you to be a little tactical.
Mm.
Now, I don't approve of running up on people at schools.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
kinda
they
crazy.
kids' schools and stuff like that.
That's wild.
I know, like, the artist Bad Bunny said he didn't even want to do any concerts in America because he didn't want ICE at his concerts scooping people up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So again, it's just another good with the bad.
Mm.
You know. Now you don't need to be shooting these people or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got to be tactical, bro, because a lot of people ain't going willingly.
Yeah.
You know, some are, but a lot ain't. So,
Well, if you look at that Alex Petit situation, I don't know if I pronounce his last name.
yeah,
Petit.
Pretty.
Oh yeah,
Alex Pretty.
Alex Pretty. The way he reacted to when he saw the ice car or whatever.
Yeah.
Broke his
The tail light.
tail light and everything. It's like at that point you kind of ask to get your behind whooped at that point because you're disrespecting them patrolling. They're not telling you not to protest. Like you can protest, but there's a right way to protest. We all know the right way to protest.
Yeah, that's true.
It kind of brought me back to the Black Lives Matter situation when everybody was out there rioting and they ended up breaking into stores and started doing crazy stuff.
Wow.
And I was one of the people saying like, yo, like as minorities, we gotta do a better job when we want to get our voice heard. We don't have to riot and act crazy.
I agree.
Unfortunately for Alex Pretty, I mean, the guy's life taken away.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to him. But then at the end of the day, you kind of bought that yourself.
Yeah.
I know what they're doing is corrupt and evil, but we can't kind of like fight violence for violence. We already know where that's gonna result.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna end up getting shot.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I love the white support. I'll say this. Like when I see white people speak out against ICE, I love that shows that, you know, some things are wrong with it because but you can't go too far, bro. And unfortunately, you know, white people, bro, sometimes y'all just go too far, man. You know, you and that's why white privilege is real. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And the thing about white privilege is a lot of white people don't even know what white privilege is because that's just life for them.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And it can cause them to go too far. When you rioted at the Capitol, you went too far.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, when you stormed the Capitol, you went too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex Pretty, you kicking their cars, breaking their tail lights, spitting at them, so on and so forth.
Yes.
He went
Asking for that.
He
man.
went too far.
Yeah.
You know, you went too far. In the end of the day, these are still human beings. A lot of them, they still have fears. You know what I'm saying? They're not bulletproof. A lot of them can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no fighting, it's shooting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like you said, it's just the way you go about it. You know, you gotta peaceful protest without bringing violence, without damaging property and stuff like that. Because to me, that's more respected. It's more respected when you do something where there is no personal gain in it for you. You know, like I can't respect you tearing up your city and stealing sneakers and microwaves and you know, stuff like that as a way of showing that you're mad that a black man got killed. Like, nah, bruh. Like, show you're mad about that black man being killed by peacefully standing out there and standing unified and stuff like that. Like, that's how, to me, you should protest. If you out there rioting and looting and stuff like that, then you doing it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stealing TVs and stuff like that and breaking into Target. Like, if you mad at Target for what they did, breaking and just burn Target down without stealing anything, they're not being impressed. You know what I'm saying? That would show me that you're upset with Target. If you just burn it down and walk away with nothing, that's a protest, bro. But if you stealing everything out of there first and then burning it down, no, you ain't
You get
you in
arrested.
there for yourself. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I'm
true.
saying?
Either way,
That's
you're gonna
true.
get
Yeah,
arrested.
that 65-inch TV in your house is not going to bring that person back,
Yeah,
or
that's
it's not
facts.
going to change the way things are. You know, it
Yeah.
just makes people look at you again, or us as a whole again, as just criminals. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, which is usually what gets us in that situation in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah.
so do you think that the protesting now is going to eventually turn into that? Turn
That was
into
my question
looting,
too, yeah.
turn into violence, and
How far do you go with
Yeah,
the
'cause-
protesting?
now people walking out. And,
For ICE, no.
no?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I hate to say this about our people, bro, but the looting and the rioting stuff and the stealing, that's mostly black people. You know what I'm saying? In the cases that it has happened. And so I don't really think necessarily like ICE, because ICE, black people necessarily aren't the main target here. And
No.
I mean, I hope I'm not sounding crazy by saying it, but the truth is the truth. You know, the situations where you have heard looting and stuff like that, it's usually been behind something where a black person is involved. George Floyd,
Yeah.
the LA riots, and you know, things like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for ICE, I don't think it will get that far. Like I said, for ICE, I think this is white people, you know what I'm saying, that need to be the ones to calm down and stuff like that, and just not take it too far, because like I said, they take it to the source. You know what I'm saying? They not
directly.
yeah, you know, when President Trump, when they had a problem with Trump not getting elected, they didn't take it to the neighborhoods and loot the stores. They took it to the White House.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
yeah, you know,
Because they already know the source of the problem already.
yeah.
Us, like, as minorities, we tend to kind of like, okay, you know what? We know the source of the problem, but we're just gonna riot, you know, in the streets so we can show people we're mad.
Yeah.
White people, in a sense, they kind of deal with things to the point where it's gonna hurt you, and that's why I always like the Alex Pretty situation, man. The way he handled that, man, it's like almost he asked for his death right there. As soon as he broke that tail light, I was like, bro, it's up. It's up.
Yeah, you charge at anybody in that type of situation, most likely it could end in that. You know, even like hypothetically, if that was me as an ICE agent, you know what I'm saying, and this dude charging towards me, and I got my gun, you know what I'm saying? It'll probably still be the same. Because once again, these people are still just human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, they fear death like everybody else. They fear danger like everybody else. So you can't just do that, bro.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't convince them they're wrong.
Yeah.
They've already signed up for something, a cause that they believe in.
Yeah.
And you're definitely not going to convince them they're wrong with violence and stuff like that. So, you know, peaceful protests, man. I support peaceful protests. I still support unity and standing strong as a people. And ultimately, if we could get that together, if we could get us as a people standing strong together, a lot of things would change. But they divide and conquer us all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant divide and conquer all the time. And it's a strategy. It's a tactic, and it works.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. No, I agree with that.
I agree, 100%.
Do y'all think the rioting for ICE could be anything more?
I do.
Like looting and stuff like that? You think it can go that far?
I think it probably get worse. To be
I think
honest.
I could probably get rude. I don't know if it get. I mean, well, I think in some places it will be get to looting, especially like in like California or something like that. In certain areas where they're at, I can see that. And then, as far as like maybe like you know, burning ICE vehicles, police cars, and stuff like that. You know,
wrecking the cars up,
vandalism. Yeah, I
getting
believe
bats and stuff like
a
that.
lot of that's going to happen too.
I can see that, taking it to the source. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely see that. The attacks on ICE, like the cars and stuff like that, it could get that far. Like I said, I just don't see it getting to a point where, like I said, they're attacking small businesses and things like that. Like, I don't see that.
Yeah.
because
If it get-
because
if it-
of the crowd.
Yeah.
If it gets worse though, to be fair, they're gonna up the ante on the ICE agents. Like it's probably gonna be more ICE agents. It's probably gonna be more like
true.
patrolling across the streets in the mall. You're gonna see them everywhere. And just like Bad Bunny said, yeah, I'm not performing in America because a lot of my people are gonna get scooped up. Best believe they're gonna be at the Super Bowl. They're gonna be at the games. They're gonna be at places where you least expect it. Just like kind of like police.
Do you think all the coverage ICE is getting and stuff like that might perturb, if you will, big words, perturb people from coming over to the country? Like they be like, nah, they tripping in America right now. I'm just gonna chill. You think maybe that could possibly be the results? Maybe it
Nah.
might slow down.
It's not gonna slow down because, like I said, when you have countries like Haiti, countries that are really poor in their economy, they're still gonna be eager to come here if they know there's a slight chance that they can stay here for like a year or two, get whatever they can, and then just dip. Because they know, like, hey, I'm not gonna stay here permanently, so I might as well enjoy the fruits of my labor by just landing here.
I can get behind that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
gonna
Like
try to still
people
come
who
out.
have a target time, like man, I just need to be here for a year or two, get my money
Yeah.
up, and then get up out of here,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I mean, I could definitely understand that, bro. I
Yeah.
think it's kind of the people that just keep on pushing their luck. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
the
Like,
ones that
bro,
been 20,
you been
30
here for-
years.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't
You
even
got
applied for citizenship.
yeah, you got 10-year-olds and stuff like that here who was born here and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know. But yeah, no. If somebody's coming and they just got like a quick little plan, a get in, get out, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with that at all, man. Because there's plenty of money to be made,
It is.
you know. And like I said, the jobs that most, you know, it's not like they coming here to be scientists. Or you know what I'm saying? They not,
That's
you know what
true.
I'm saying? They not stealing your local dentist job or nothing like that, bro. They're doing plumbing and gardening. I remember when the ICE stuff first started happening, farmers actually reached
Yeah.
out to Trump, and it was like, bro, like
We
you
losing a lot of
making it
people.
hard on us. Yeah,
Yeah.
now I gotta get out there
Yeah, that's
and
right.
share crop and stuff like that.
Pick the
It's-
berries.
yeah, and
Yeah.
stuff like that, you know. And Trump actually came out with a statement that said that the ones who do work for farmers, that they can actually get a special, like a little
Yeah,
special treatment to
exactly.
stay,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because it's an issue because
Yeah,
Like I
bringing
said-
food to the table.
yeah,
That's different then.
yeah, and they're doing the jobs that nobody else wants to do, but. Like I said, when you're a president, you got to produce results somehow, some way.
That's facts.
And
That's
I
facts.
feel like with Trump, like I said, it's smoke and mirrors with him, man. He's doing things for kudos points, and it is going over our heads while his people are behind the scenes making millions and billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? He doing the little things to make you think he doing some big stuff for the American people, and he's
Yeah.
really just doing a bunch of little things. That in the end of the day, he can create a list and say, "I did this, 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 and
That's
this."
true. That's
you
true.
know, he gonna throw the recent overthrow of the country that they took over.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. That's
Yeah.
about to be on his
Yeah.
list. You know what I'm saying? Something that has very little to do with the American people. But he gonna throw that on there like
Oh,
that
yeah,
was a
he is.
huge deal.
Oh, yeah,
you know
he
what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
He probably gonna be like the drugs in this country have gone down by 75%.
Yep.
Since he throw an astronomical
Since the
number,
bombing
bro.
and everything, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let him tell it, bro. 95% of the drugs is no longer coming in this country
There he going. Yep.
and stuff like that. So it's kudos points with him, man.
Yeah,
that's true.
Wants to get the credit.
Yeah,
for everything
it's
little
all
that he does.
just a little bit of credit, when really he's doing things for his people to get the money while he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, yeah, man. But like I said, me personally, I wouldn't call ICE on nobody, bruh.
Yeah.
Especially people who I just see out there just working, doing their jobs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? ICE to me needs to focus on the criminals. You know, like if
There
you were
we
here
go.
breaking the law,
You see, that's what we need.
yeah, you here breaking the law, doing things like that, then yeah, you might have to get up out of here, man. But if you just here trying to, support your family back home, and let that rock, man.
Would- Hold on, one thing. I just thought about it. It's funny. What if Trump was like, for each person you turn in, we give you $200?
Why you gotta?
He's doing the money.
I just
boy.
said-
You gotta make this difficult.
$200, you know.
Hey, listen,
Each
it's gonna
person
be
you
like
call
that
in
video.
on.
It's
You ain't
gonna
got to
be-
capture nobody. You can just call. Just
It's
I
gonna
still
be like that
wouldn't call.
video
Still
on
wouldn't call?
Twitter.
Okay,
You know how
okay.
Trump be doing that propaganda videos on Twitter. It's gonna be, hey, $200 per
Okay.
person you get. It's
okay.
gonna be like promo for everybody, bro.
If my Mexican brethren next door was selling that Reggie and not that gas,
hey,
I might have to make that call because you breaking the law and you selling trash.
Hey, you selling trash.
you need to get you up out of here,
You gotta
big
get
dog.
you up outta here.
You gotta get you up out of here, big dog.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
nah, man.
Okay.
Once again, like I said,
Nah, you can't do that for money, bro.
yeah,
Alright,
man.
bet.
I couldn't
Bet.
live with myself turning in a man who got a family here and just trying to support their family.
Yeah.
That's
You
what's
know
up.
what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
I couldn't turn them in. But however, that hotline would be ringing. Y'all better hope that don't ever come into play. You better hope money don't ever come into play.
Because people will
that
do
hot-
it.
People will do it.
That people will do it.
Yes.
Don't try.
Oh, yes.
And it'd be people, family members too.
Yes, but don't let a bill need to be paid that month.
Oh yeah.
That number
Yeah.
is getting called,
All the
bro.
Yes.
Karens gonna be like, I
Hey.
seen a Mexican on my
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
People will make that their permanent job, bro.
Those are facts though.
People will go around
Those
driving
are facts.
around looking for lots where there might just be people there
Yep.
hitting that line, bro.
Yeah.
Permanent
Yeah.
job. That's the new Uber Eats.
Yep. That's facts though. He be like,
That's
2,
moving.
4, 6,
Dang.
1,000.
Yes, bro. I wouldn't
Hey.
know. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
That's funny though.
But that's a good question though. But you said, like you said, it's all about the number, bro. Like I said, you talking kind of crazy at 75,000
Hey.
signing.
They were giving them bonuses, so I mean, they were giving ICE bonuses
Trump
earlier
gonna try
though.
to enforce that too. He probably be like, y'all get a bonus each person y'all capture.
They gonna just give you a sign-on bonus, and then you just got to work. You probably got to be there for a certain amount of time though. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah.
just get it and 2 months later. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this no more.
Nah, yeah,
So you
yeah,
probably
right
sign
now.
a little 2-year contract or something like that to at
That's
least be on
fact.
there.
get that
But-
bonus and go out one day and be like, this really ain't for me.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I ain't really gonna do
I
this.
ain't gonna be able to
You
do
didn't
it,
capture
so.
a single person. Yeah, man.
Say it was a slow day.
It was a slow day. Yeah, it ain't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
man.
something I really might do.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? A
Just
little
hop in
finesse
there,
real
yeah.
fast. Yeah,
Hop
get
in
that little
there,
bonus and be like,
yeah.
I can't even do it. Like I said, even if I was an ICE agent, knowing my heart, bruh, I'd probably be like, hey, man, hit that back door real fast. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
I'd probably be letting
I'll be
people
like, yo, I
get away
didn't
all
see
the
him.
time.
I don't
Yeah.
see him out
Facts.
here.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go to
probably
another
come
place.
downstairs, I'll be laying on the ground act like they punched me. Oh, he got me. He snuck me.
Hey, I feel you on that. I
So,
feel you.
It just is what it is with that. Any more thoughts on it? Because we got to wrap this up, man. This was a good
This
discussion.
Yeah.
This was
I
a good
think
discussion.
We reached every topic, man.
Yeah, I think we were good on that.
Man, yeah. Be safe out there, you know?
Yeah, if you go protest, be safe.
Be safe, yeah. If you protest, be safe.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're illegal out here, be safe. If you're ICE, be safe, man. Everybody be safe, man. I don't want no harm to come to nobody based off of what you do for a living.
yeah.
Like I said, be aware of the game you're playing. You know.
Yeah.
You had to, sneak over on the boat covered by the tarp
Yeah.
and swim half a mile. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, rest in
You
peace.
you had to hop over the fence, so on and so forth. So
Rest in peace to, all the people that lost their lives.
no doubt,
in
man.
the
Yeah.
altercations.
No doubt. And we need less of that, man. So
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm Sean T.
I'm
Me
saying D.
D too nice.
Man, we the Lookout Crew, and per usual,
Just looking out.
we out.